Hey guys, my name is Scoby. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Fortnite on your Android device. This is going to be a nice quick and easy tutorial. On screen right now you can see me playing some Fortnite. I should mention this version of Fortnite we're going to be installing is currently in beta and it's not going to be available on all devices. You will also need Android 8 or above, so just keep these things in mind before you try it. I will show you a full device compatibility list of what you can expect to work, and if your hardware is somewhere on this level you should be able to run it no problem. My phone currently wasn't on this list, but other phones with similar spec hardware were, so it should be no problem if you have a phone with similar spec hardware. Now you will want a pretty beefy phone to run this, so just keep that in mind, but let's jump right into this. So the first thing you want to do is open up your web browser, and we're going to be coming to this link. Links are always in the description down below, and this of course is going to be for the Fortnite beta. And if we come to this link, we can click on compatible devices right here. This should give you a good indication of what phone and what kind of power you need to be able to run this. You'll probably want a Snapdragon 821 or above to even be able to try attempt this, so just keep these things in mind before you try to run it. And like I said before, you will need to be running Android 8 or above to be able to run this. So once you've confirmed your device is on this list or you have similar hardware to phones on this, all we're going to be doing is clicking the download button right here, and we're going to be downloading the Fortnite APK. Now to be able to install this, we are going to have to enable apps from outside the Play Store, so keep this in mind. You may want to just set that up. I'll be leaving a card on screen to my previous video where I show you how to do that. It's really easy to do. It just gives your Android device permissions to install APKs. So once this is done, we can open up our launcher by simply clicking open on the bottom right. Or if this pop-up doesn't show up, you can simply locate to your download folder and click on the file. From here, we're going to be clicking install on the bottom right, and we're going to be letting our Fortnite install. This only took me a couple seconds to install, but your mileage may vary, so keep this in mind. But once it's installed, we're going to be backing out of here, and now we're going to be searching for our Fortnite installer. So all I have to do is open up all of our apps, and then all I'm going to be doing is searching for Fortnite, and you should see your Fortnite download and installer right here. This should open up and you should see this Epic Games logo, and from here we're going to be able to continue and allow access to Fortnite for this device. And now we're going to be starting to download and install the installer, where we're going to be doing a couple more checks on our phone to make sure our device is fully compatible. And after this step, we're going to be downloading the full game. The full game to download for Fortnite is about 2 GB, so keep this in mind before downloading. If you've got any limits or anything like that, you may want to just make sure you're downloading this on Wi-Fi to be safe. Now you may get this pop-up issue saying Fortnite installer, saying there's an issue to install this app. Don't worry about this. All we have to do is open up our settings and just click allow from this source. Now this is pretty normal. I've installed this twice and this has come up twice. It's just to make sure that you're allowing this source to install and make changes to your phone. It should be no problem. But then we can go back to our installer and we can finally click install. From here, the application is just about ready to install. We just have to allow a few more permissions for this. Click install one more time and then your application should install. Now after this step, like I said, we are going to have to reopen up our Fortnite actual game, and then we're going to have to download the actual contents for our game. As of right now, we've only been downloading the Epic Games launcher and the actual installer for Fortnite. So once this is installed, we're ready to start downloading the game and we're ready to get into the actual fun stuff of playing the game. From here, we can launch the app directly from inside this launcher, and then your Fortnite app should open up for the first time. Now, how long this download and initialization process takes really depends on your internet and your phone, so you may have to be a little bit patient here. For this whole download, it only took about 10 minutes for me, but just be patient with this and it should install no problem, as long as your device is compatible, and like I said, you're running Android 8 or above. Now, I have heard there is some custom APK files that will allow you to install it on any device. I will look into this a little bit more in the future and get my hands on a device that isn't compatible and try to install it and see how it works. But of course, I'll come back to you with this method a little bit later on. From here, once your 2 GB download is done, you should then start the verification process. And like I said, this only took a couple of seconds for me, but of course your mileage may vary with this. And then from here, optimizing content should load up, and then a couple more steps will happen before we can fully get into our game. But for now, it's just the final steps for getting into Fortnite. From here, you should finally see the Fortnite loading screen, and once again, this can take some time. This whole starting process for Fortnite can take some time, so you may just have to be a little bit patient with it. From here, you should be finally met with the Fortnite Android beta screen. From here, we can find an account or create a new account. In this case, I'm going to be finding my account. And then from here, you can sign in through any of the methods you see on screen. Once you've selected your login method, you should start logging into your Epic Games account. Then from here, we can select how do we want to fire our weapon. We can auto fire whenever we hover over an enemy. We can tap anywhere, or we can have a dedicated fire button. In this case, I'm going to be choosing the auto fire method, as I find it's the easiest with my phone, as I only plan to use my touchscreen with my device and don't really plan to use any controller or anything like that. This seems to be the best method. And of course, you can change this in the settings later on. I'm going to be selecting this, going to be clicking got it, and then you should be finally met with the Fortnite screen. Now from here, of course, you can go through the normal settings. On top, we have our list of menu items. We can go to the battle pass. We have our current challenges, our outfits, other accessories, dances, etc. We have the store, and then of course we can buy V-Bucks here. If we click on the menu on the top right, we can also get to some other settings. It's basically the exact same mimicked settings from the actual PC version, just a small down minified version. Now for me, this actually ran really well, and it's really easy to set up and play. And of course it's 100% free, so it makes everything even better. And if you already have an Epic Games account from your PS4 or Xbox One, you can sign in here and you can continue your progress, continue doing challenges, and get even further in your Battle Pass levels. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on the channel. I'm going to be leaving a link down below to my PayPal if you found these videos helpful and you want to support me. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.